After a fabulous Sunday night football game against the Lions and the Chiefs, Brian Branch decided to hit Juju Smith-Schuster in the face. Gavin, what do you think about these results from Brian Branch smacking Juju Smith-Schuster in the face?
Well, one, I think Juju is absolutely justified in going back. You cannot just, as a football player, someone's being competitive, you cannot just sit there and take that. I think he had every right to go back and do something. Branch literally, in the photos, ripped off his helmet and grabbed him by the ear at the end of it. It was ridiculous and completely unjustified on his behalf. I think it's great that Dan Campbell addressed it during his presser and after the game, apologizing to Andy Reid and Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju had some good damage to his nose walking away off the field. He had with trainers, a towel covering nose walking into the locker room. So just absolutely ridiculous. One thing I don't agree with, though, was the one-game suspension.
You don't agree with it?
Think of it like this. During week 1, Tart hit Kelsey. I think he only had one game or a massive fine at least. I know it was a fine because it was an open hand, which is another topic entirely. But the first game of the season, Thursday night, Eagles versus Cowboys. Jalen Carter spitting at Dak Prescott. He got ejected from the game, which is considered as a one-game suspension, which that shouldn't have counted. It should have been another game on top of it.
I think what we have to
But you can't compare a spit to a hit like that. That doesn't make any sense. You're saying this guy spitting at someone or on someone is equivalent to someone hitting someone in the face and assaulting someone.
Exactly.
When the game is over.
It's the intention of assault, like you said. It has to be suspension, especially without pay, because you're disrespecting another man whose family is looking at the stands. You have wife, they have children, and you're disrespecting him on national television. My problem with it is he did it after the game. The game is settled. Retaliate during. When you're still, like he said,
absolutely.
He said he was being bullied and he got hit from the back and the refs didn't call the flag. Retaliate then. Don't retaliate when the players are nil. And what makes it even worse is Patrick Holmes in the interview is saying, we're gonna win between the whistles. We're gonna let those guys do what they want to do after the extracurricular activities. And that was kind of embarrassing. But like you said,
like Juju, like you were saying, every football player is taught to play to the echo of the whistle. Once the play is done, you reset, you go back to it.
Exactly.
If you want to do something there as on Branch after play, like you were saying, that's one thing. You can't go after the game when you walk by another player when he's trying to be sportsmanlike, when referring to Mahomes, when he's trying to shake your hand, brush him off because you're beelining straight to Juju as he's reaching for your hand to say good game, just slap him.
Is Branch justified for not shaking Patrick Mahomes' hand?
I mean, that's his own prerogative. I mean, I think he should have done it because Holmes being a good sport. But if you want to be that butthurt about something like that, that shows more of your character than anyone else's.
Speaking of his character, this is not the first time he's been fined by the league. In Week 1 against the Green Bay Packers, he was fined over $23,000 because of unsportsmanlike conduct against the Packers in Week 1. So this isn't anything new in his history. If anything, we should kind of start expecting it from this behavior because he's been in the league for a short amount of time. For him to be having 13 fines by the NFL kind of shows his character in the long run.
I think it's definitely a situation Dan Campbell needs to address. And with the work he's been doing to rebuild the team from what it was just a short time, like 5 years ago, to what the championship level team potentially they have now, you can't be having that in your locker room. That is a plague.
I agree, especially because Dan Campbell revamped that whole Lions system. When he came in, they won 3 games. And do you have any final thoughts about this segment?
I mean, that's it, man. I think he should have got at least 2 games. Fine on top of it. It was uncalled for on Branch's behalf. I don't blame Juju for going at it, trying to go after him, and definitely for the damage that was done to his face. Like that was ridiculous, man.
Agreed. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.